What's going on, guys? This is Gainz Gaming. Today we are going to be talking about the future of Rise of Kingdoms equipment and how it might be changing here sometime soon in these next couple of updates. As we all know, we have been getting prime commanders in the game, so we have Scipio Africanus, and then we also have Boudica, who are epic commanders who have been transformed into legendary commanders that are absolutely phenomenal in Rise of Kingdoms. They are the best commanders in the game as of right now, and plus we have other commanders that will be coming out as prime sometime soon. As we all know, Joan of Arc is rumored to be the next prime commander that we are going to be getting in the next couple of updates here as potentially a leadership commander, and there is a lot of speculation about that and what she will actually be. But like I said, we have been getting prime commanders, and Lilith did come out and say that their intention is to create prime commanders for just about every single epic in the game, including Kusunoki, Sun Tzu, Herman, and all the other epic commanders that will eventually become prime commanders. And one speculation that a lot of people have had, that it is all based around civilization. So as we can see here, we already have Rome, we already have Britain. We did skip Germany, which is Herman. That's why a lot of people thought Herman was going to be the next commander. Then we also have Joan of Arc in France. So it has been going through the civilization commanders here that we have available. And so that is kind of the speculation of which commanders are going to be in that certain order. But today I want to talk about something a little bit different than commanders and how this is going to be changing the equipment in Rise of Kingdoms. As Lilith has mentioned in previous patch notes, they are planning on adding new equipment to the Lost Kingdom shop. And so if we look at the shop right here, I'm looking at one of my other accounts that is still in a KVK. If we take a look here, we do have different types of equipment that you can buy in the Lost Kingdom shop. You can see this is Season of Conquest. So you can get things like the Ring of Doom, Horn of Fury, Concealed Dagger, all these types of equipment that is available that you cannot get in any other way, only by spending the season coins. And so with the rise of prime commanders, one thing that I thought is very likely in Rise of Kingdoms is prime equipment. So as you can see here, this is a picture of Delane's amulet. And so this is a legendary version of Delane's amulet, and I just want to preface that this is not 100% real. This is all speculation, so this is not an official leak. This is just something that could potentially come to Rise of Kingdoms. So as you can see, we do have 15% incoming counterattack damage, so that is 3 times more than the actual epic version of Delane's amulet. You can see that this is the iconic attribute of 3 health, and so this would also allow you to use an iconic crystal on the Delane's amulet. You can see right here we do have the prime logo, and it does cost the 40 legendary materials of stone, ebony, and leather, and then 50 million gold as well. So one thing that I've been considering is how likely is this of them adding prime equipment, and with the rise of prime commanders in Rise of Kingdoms, I would say that this is very likely. And as we've seen here in the shop, they haven't really changed a whole lot with the equipment, and they've said for a while now that they are wanting to add new equipment to the shop, and as they've been adding new commanders, they've been releasing more prime commanders. And so that is why I think it is very, very likely that eventually we will be getting prime versions of equipment. Not necessarily going to be prime as in shown in this picture like in commanders, but just upgraded versions of different types of equipment. So I want to talk about other kinds of equipment that we might be getting upgraded in Rise of Kingdoms into a legendary version. So if I look at the blacksmith here, we can take a look at what kinds of equipment might be upgraded into legendary from epic, kind of just like the commanders that we have had as well. So for example, wind scars right here. We have a march speed increase of 8% for infantry. This could be something that could be upgraded into say 10 to 15% infantry march speed, which would be absolutely insane. That would make your infantry probably just as fast, if not faster, than cav units on the field. And obviously we do have more commanders that are coming out with more march speed, so that this would make it so that infantry is way, way, way faster on the field, which I think would be pretty phenomenal in open field. We did already take a look at the Delane's amulet. Here we go again. So 15% counterattack damage, and then also getting the troop base of health. And if we take a look at the Silent Trial, this could be also another one that could be converted into a legendary, which would potentially be 20 or 30 points of decreasing the target's rage, which would be absolutely fantastic. You can see I'm using this on 3 different commanders as of right now. But decreasing rage is very important in the open field, especially if you can do it with multiple marches. So you can see here, I do have 3 marches that all have silent trial, and so all 3 of these marches are constantly trying to decrease the target's rage, and this can happen by 10 points. Increasing this into a legendary type of equipment could increase it by 20 points or even 30 points, as opposed to the 10 points in the epic silent trial. And then finally, we also have the ancient stratagems. This is for troop capacity of 3%. If you could get one for up to 10% troop capacity for legendary, that would be absolutely insane. This would be really good for doing city pops if you're using like Pakal and Herald, Alex Herald, or even Attila Takeda. This would be absolutely phenomenal for that, adding an extra 10% troops, being able to pop out, pop back in with full troops. This would be absolutely insane to add 10% more troops to your current march. And like I said, this is all speculation. This could all be not true whatsoever, but I think it's an interesting idea that a couple people have asked me about if it is potentially possible that we will be getting prime equipment or even just upgraded equipment. Like I said, it might not come as prime equipment, but just upgraded epic equipment into legendary equipment that can be added to the Season of Conquest shop in KVK 4 and above. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys think that this would be a cool idea in Rise of Kingdoms, or if it's something that you could get behind, or if you think that adding brand new equipment to the Season of Conquest shop would be better off for the game. And if so, what do you think would be the best types of equipment with the best kind of stats? What do you want to see in that Season of Conquest shop in the future as they start adding new equipment into the game? I'm looking forward to hearing you guys' thoughts below. Thanks for checking in the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.